Hi everybody, it's Nikki here with Shayla Nix, and today I am going to attempt to film me planning out the week of October 2nd through the 8th. So this is how the week 39 turned out for me. I didn't really change much in here after I finished filming last time. I don't do a lot in here really throughout the week. It's just what I use to keep in mind things that I have going on during the day or during the week that have to be put into my daily. Okay, so before I flip over and start planning the upcoming week, I want to explain why I said attempt to film this. So I've been pretty open about the fact that my fibromyalgia has been really bad for the last while. And I went and saw my doctor. I'm filming this on the 30th. And I went and saw my doctor yesterday, which when I was planning this week out, I literally forgot I had a doctor's appointment, which is why it's not in here. And we decided to go back to the drawing board with medication for my fibromyalgia, because my pain has been so bad, and it's obvious that what we'd been doing and what had been working for quite a while wasn't working anymore. And that medication I'd been on for years, but as your body changes and grows and all of that, what may have worked before won't necessarily work forever. And so we got to the point where I admitted defeat and said, okay, this one's not cutting it. We got to go back to the drawing board. So this Saturday morning here, I started a new medication. And some medications, I am extremely sensitive to them. And I get their side effects very strongly, even at very, very low dosages of it. And that is what I am experiencing with my new fibromyalgia medication. So my cognition is worse than usual, and I'm gonna try and do this. So please be patient with me. All right, so here we go. I've got some stuff down already from when I switched everything from my Moxie Life over to my Erin Condren Hourly. And this week, I will be using stickers from Planner Kate from kit 350, which is a very old kit of hers, but I loved the colors when I saw it, so I grabbed this kit like, oh man, it was probably one of the first kits I ever got from Planner Kate, if truth be told. So it's been around for a while. I've probably had it in my house for almost a year now. All right, so for Monday, oh, no, we don't do Monday first. We do sidebar first. All right. I wanted to put this supper sticker above here because that's where my suppers are gonna go. And this today sticker, I'll put up here. All right, and then for habits, I've got this clean house one because I am hoping to start a cleaning routine this month. I found Organized Mom, and that fit really closely with what I wanted, and hopefully I'll be able to make it work for me. But it also just depends on how well adjusting to my new meds goes for me. So, all right, and then hopefully get back on track with my fasting. It's kind of, I'll talk about it more in my Friday video, but my fasting and my water and all that, pretty much all my September goals kind of went sideways on me. And then watering the plants is, okay, what color do I want to use for that? Oh, let's just do orange. make life simple. That's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday this week. All right, and I did want to put this checklist down here. Get under there. There we go. And then I wanted to put this on top of that. Haha. That's, yeah, I think we're good. Okay. Whoa. Sorry about that. Okay. Put in the class thing for Cassian's dual credit course there. And I do have a meeting that night, which as I'm filming this and feeling kind of dizzy, I'm like, chairing that meeting is going to be an interesting time, but I'm sure it'll be okay. And I have a very amazing vice chair who will very wonderfully step in for me if I need her to. So, all right. And then this video that I'm filming right now will go up then. And I'm going to film my goals in for this day, but I honestly am hoping to do it tomorrow just because tomorrow is the first day of October. All right, for Tuesday, let's put the dual credit class thing in. And I wanted to have these written in before I filmed this, but Cass's schedule that we made up for working through his course isn't in my office anymore. And so I kept forgetting to bring it back into my office so I could write that down, and whatever, it is what it is. All right, want to do my words plan with Lakin community video thing that day, and we are having pizza for supper that night. And okay, I forget who of my kids is in charge of cleaning my car that day, or my van, but I actually assigned it out to kids instead of just like, I'll pick whoever's available that day. All right. And then Cass has his first big exam for his dual credit course that day. So we actually have to go into the city for him to write that course. And hopefully he's feeling confident and ready for it. And then my daily video will go up then. And normally, I've mentioned in the past, like normally we would tidy the house on Thursdays because that's when I normally notice it's gotten to the point where we really all need to pitch in and do it. But I do want it on Wednesday this week here for a very specific reason that you will figure out when I go to play on Thursday. So I'm going to put that probably around 4. And then just remember to get the garbage out that night because the following day is garbage day for us. So it's got to be out the night before. And I'm pretty sure we didn't give Cass anything else he had to do for his class his course that day. All right, so Thursday. The reason I wanted the house clean for that day is because it's my birthday on Thursday. It's the last time I'm going to have a birthday in my 30s. I'm turning 39. And I have friends that like really struggle with when they're getting close to big birthdays, but I just don't really feel like I care. Like, yeah, I'm turning 40 next year, but whatever. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just me that I don't care. Maybe it's weird that I don't care, but I don't. All right, and I do have to deliver treats to the school that morning because it is also World Teachers Day that day. So we are dropping off treats for all of the staff at the high school to enjoy. And then at some point that day, I want to film week 41 and edit my daily video. All right. And then we'll have cake at some point that night, but I just found out today that Cass has work that night, so we'll figure out how we want that to look when I can think a little bit more straight. All right, Cass's dual credit time in there, and they actually have no school that day. It is, I think, a PD day, or it might actually just be no anything that day. The teachers might have that one off too, actually. And it's also a payday. All right, and my goals video will go up around 8 that morning. And I was gonna put in a PK order that day, but I think I decided I'm actually delaying that to a different week. So I'll leave it here for now. I can always put it back in if I want, but I don't think that's actually happening this week now. All right, and I want to make sure I get my grocery order in that morning. And get the bills paid because it's payday. And do my planning for the upcoming week. All right, and then that evening, we haven't set an exact time yet, but one of my friends and I are going out for dinner that night to belatedly celebrate my birthday. And then, this thing does not want to stay. And then we are going to have a campfire that evening, hopefully, if it doesn't rain. If it rains, she has one of those propane fire pit things, and so we'll just do like a little fire thing on her deck. But we're really hoping we can have an actual with wood fire because we haven't done that in a couple of years, and that's something we both enjoy. So it should be fun. I don't even know where we're going out to eat yet, but it's going to be fun to get out and celebrate my birthday with a friend. So, all right. And for Saturday, I want to put this somewhere near supper because I know we're having burritos that night for supper, which I'm super excited about. I love burritos so much. All right, and then normally I pick up my groceries. I usually do 10 to 11, but I might make it later that day. So I'm gonna put it in between 10:30 and 11:30, and that will cover both of those windows. And then we'll make sure we get the recycling taken in that afternoon. And I want to do date night with John that night. Make sure that everybody's hair is a good length. And Saturdays have become my new nail day. For the longest time it was Thursdays, but it's kind of become Saturdays now. So, all right, and then Sunday, Cass is dual credit course thing, and I weigh in on Sunday mornings, which is going to be very important right now actually, because one of the common side effects of my new medication can be weight gain. So I really need to pay attention over the next while to what my weight is doing and just If that becomes a struggle, then figure out what adjustments I need to make. All right. I do want to carry this down to 1 o'clock with the washi because we're at church for a while on Sundays. All right, there we go. I love these colors, they're so fun. Okay, and then hopefully we can have some time together as a family that afternoon, especially Cass has 4 shifts this next week, so that might actually be when we decide to do cake for my birthday. All right, and I also want, I think I'll grab this one. This, put it down there, and put my week 40 sticker in there just so that I can see at a glance that this is week 40. I'm trying to adjust this year to using the week numbers. That's not something I've done in the past, but now that I'm filming videos, I'm actually finding it really helpful to have that information in there and not have to write out like the whole October 2nd to 8th thing. Just say week 40. All right. I'm going to write in my meals later, but I do want to write a couple things in my to-do list. Just have to find the page I'm looking for that. All right. So how many spots do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. All right, I want to make sure I do a blueprint chapter, which is just a workbook that I'm working through right now. And I want to make sure I read a chapter, at least 1 chapter, in my fiction book that I'm working on. And I want to have 2 no-spend days in the week, at least. And have at least 1 yoga workout, and if my pain is not good enough that I can do yoga that week, just make sure I at least use my TENS to help loosen my muscles up and stuff. And then just make sure that John and I do something that week that helps us feel connected as a couple. So it can't just be, hey, we watched a show in the same room. That counts. It's got to be something that actually helps us, feel connected as a couple. All right. That should be everything, I think. And this is how my week 40 turned out. I apologize profusely for being so all over the place in this video with talking. I know it is not how I normally sound, and I'm hoping that this gets better really fast so that I don't sound like this for weeks. But I was already behind in getting this video filmed, so I was like, I just got to get it done. As always, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks, everybody. Bye.